We were. Jason's done? He's out of here. I mean, obviously disappointed today just by our performance. And to me, it's not even necessarily the score. I don't think we were good today. I don't think we deserved to win the game. We didn't do the things that we needed to do to win the game. Tempo was ready to go. So I'll take that. I've got to be better as a leader, and so that we don't have a performance like this again, because that's not who we are. And that's not how we want to be playing at this time.
Coach, I know y'all was able to steal. Oh, sorry, guys. You might get me every time, y'all. I know you was able to steal one on the road against them last time. What changed this time?
Us. Us. We weren't ready to go. I mean, again, it's not. We talked about different statistical things. We wanted to be good in transition defense. We didn't reach that goal. We wanted to win the glass. We got dominated on the glass. There's just so many things that we didn't do to be able to take care of the game today. So I don't know if it's necessarily, to me, anything that they did. I just feel like we weren't ready to go. We weren't connected. We didn't do what we needed to do to take care of the game.
Coach, you guys went on a 10-0 run to take control at some point in the second quarter, but then they responded with a 9-0 run. Do you feel that was pretty much one of the keys to the game, the way they responded, and from there they led at halftime? Then of course they started the third, I think it was, with a 15-0 run. Was that pretty much the ball game right there?
Not in my opinion. Obviously, I'll have to go back and watch the film in more detail, but in my opinion, I don't think that was. I mean, I think obviously we got up and we had a lead, but there was things even before we got that lead that we weren't doing well that I knew it's not who we are and what we should be doing to try to win a game. So to me, it was from the beginning. I felt the feeling, and sometimes this is what you feel as a coach. You know your team, and you know, like I said, I've got to be better to get them to respond and snap out of it so that we can win.
I know you guys were among the league leaders in rebounding. Is the rebounding stat the most disappointing for you to take from this game?
I wouldn't say that's the most disappointing. I think to me, we didn't play as hard. I think they played harder than us, and to me, that's the most disappointing, and that's not going to show up in one stat line. And that's why I said again, I've got to be better because we're not going to win with other teams playing harder than us, and that's a part of our identity. No one plays harder than us, and today they played harder than us.
Did they play mostly man-to-man up there too?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It looked different today.
Yep.
Well, Coach, I got a couple of out-of-game questions, but more so highlighting how y'all been this season. You just talked about rebounding. Sharice's been in top 10 this morning with rebounding in the league. How's she been able to just kind of plug into you all's system?
Well, I've coached her now for 3 years, so again, you're just seeing the fruits of her labor, and she works really hard. But no, Reese is our backbone, and it's been awesome to kind of see her do this in 3 different leagues, right? I've seen it now, and there was a question mark for me, or not even for me, but maybe for other people, like, hey, now she's in the American, is she going to be able to be as successful as she was, in the Coastal? And I mean, I knew she would be able to, so I think, again, it's nice, for her to see that success, and she's just such a great person, just selfless, loves his team, obviously is like my safety blanket as well, and yeah, just to continue to watch her grow has been really fun, but she's been good since I watched her in 8th grade, right? So it's just fun watching her develop into a grown woman. And, this year we've just been talking a lot more about, hey, you've had other go-to players before, now it's your turn. Now you are the go-to. Now this is your last ride. So what does that look like? And, again, I think she's been taking this transition really well.
Speaking of develop, where do you believe y'all have developed the most this season?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I think, honestly, our defense, right? Because coming into this program, that was the knock that, we could score, but our defense lacked a little bit. So I think to get us to really, buy into that identity that we defend first. And I think we have done, I mean, even today, right? It's not a great day, but we still hold them under 40% shooting, which is our goal every game. So, yeah, I would say the defensive buy-in has been the biggest area of growth.
And even to that point, just how have you seen this team gel as a whole, too?
Yeah, it's been fun. And thank you for making me think about the good times right now. But Yeah, connectivity is important and chemistry is important. And when you're first coming into a program, you're bringing all these different pieces in. And in the beginning, sometimes it's like, oh, I don't know how long this is going to take. Like, you know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. All right. And I think with the leadership of V. Keenan, Sharice Pittman, Myra Mabry, Karen Whittington, right, and then Kendall coming in too, I think they've taken a lot of that on their shoulders. We as coaches, like, teach them, right, kind of lead them, maybe have these side conversations, that kind of thing. But they're the ones that have to connect with each other and take the time to do that outside of practice. And I think we're seeing that now because we do have connectivity. And that's, to me, why we've been successful, because it's something bigger than themselves, and they love and care about each other. They're playing for each other. And when we play for each other, we're really hard to beat.
And then lastly for me, Coach, just still plenty of ball to be played, especially in conference as well. How do you take this, this L on the chin and kind of carry it into the next game?
Well, I just kind of said a message to the team about that performance, and now I don't care about winning and losing. I mean, I care, obviously, but there's a way that you need to look when you're losing, right? And no one can play harder than us. Like, that can't be something that I'm saying after the game. And so, to me, I hope that is the takeaway from today, and that they don't want to be disappointed. Like, they don't want to be disappointed. They want to represent themselves in the best way possible in our team, and that's not what we did today. So, to me, no, for the rest of the season, I'm not going in the locker room or into a timeout talking about play harder, right? If they take that away, I'm good, because we'll be in a good position.
That's it. Well, Coach, when you talk about the play of Trimble's two starting guards, Taylor and Turner, I thought they impacted the game a great deal.
Yeah, I mean, they stepped up, right? So Gary got in foul trouble, East, got in foul trouble a little bit. They weren't on, right? And that's a good team, right? Those are good players, and they stepped up and did what they needed to do.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks.